topic that we are going to discuss. As you can see on the board, the topic is written. It is written as instantaneous speed and velocity. तो हम लोग ने क्या किया था लास्ट क्लास में, हम लोग ने दो न्यूमेरिकल डिस्कस किया था रिलेटेड विद द एवरेज स्पीड. We have discussed about the average speed in our different situations. We have discussed. We have also discussed about the difference between distance and the displacement. वो भी हम लोग ने डिस्कस किया है. आज जो हम लोग टॉपिक डिस्कस करने जा रहे हैं वो जो लिखा हुआ है इंस्टेंटेनियस स्पीड एंड वेलोसिटी. ये जो टॉपिक है ये टॉपिक रिलेटेड है विद द यूनिफॉर्म मोशन एंड द नॉन यूनिफॉर्म मोशन. जब भी नॉन यूनिफॉर्म मोशन के बारे में आता है तो हम लोग डिस्कस करते हैं एवरेज स्पीड के बारे में और ये टॉपिक के बारे में इंस्टेंटेनियस स्पीड एंड इंस्टेंटेनियस वेलोसिटी. मीनिंग क्या है इसका? सपोज इफ यू कंसीडर इज अ कार, suppose this is considered as a car which is moving in a non-uniform motion. ठीक है, यूनिफॉर्म मोशन पे इन दोनों को कैलकुलेट किया नहीं जाता है, वो याद रखना. दिस इज ओनली कैलकुलेटेड व्हेन योर ऑब्जेक्ट इज इन non-uniform motion. So this object, if it is considered that it is moving in a non-uniform motion, suppose this is a road, this car has started from his home. Suppose it is going towards a road and it is meeting a traffic point. There is suppose there is a traffic signal or traffic jam also in between. So what will happen? The car will reduce its speed, and sometime if it gets a free road, it will take up its speed. Suppose if I tell you what is the velocity or speed at this point, suppose at this point A. Can you tell me what is the speed and speed and velocity at this point? No, no one can tell what is the speed and velocity at this point. For that only we use this topic where that is instantaneous speed and velocity. From the name suggests instant. Instant means at a particular point what will be its speed and velocity. So at this point you can measure instantaneous speed and velocity by using this. Okay, we'll be doing a formula for this and also we'll be doing a numerical based on this instantaneous speed and velocity. Then it will be more clear for you. So let us discuss about this instantaneous speed and velocity. So this instantaneous speed, if you want to write a definition, you can write when a body is moving with variable speed, then the speed of the body at any instant of time is called as instantaneous speed. Again I am repeating, when a body is moving with variable speed, then the speed of the body at any instant of time is instantaneous speed, and the definition of the instantaneous velocity is also the same. Now suppose if the body, let delta x be the distance moved by the object in time delta t. Okay, delta x be the distance in time delta t. So if I calculate the average speed of this, average speed, it will be equals to delta x by delta t, total distance by total time taken. And if you want to calculate the average speed and average velocity, so instantaneous speed and instantaneous velocity, what we have to do, we have to use a mathematical term which we call as a limit. I think you have got previously or will be getting in class 11 maths. So if I want to calculate instantaneous speed, so this will be equals to limit delta t tends to 0. This is a mathematical part. We have to take the limit over the average speed, that is delta x by delta t. Okay, limit delta t tends to 0, delta x by delta t. If I break this limit, this delta will be changed to dx by dt. Now what does this dx by dt represents? Dx by dt represents your differentiation. Okay, this is also one more term related with the maths. So this dx by dt, it is also called as a rate of change of distance or rate of change of displacement. This dx by dt is same formula for this also and for this also. Difference will be This x will be for speed, it will be distance, and for the velocity it will be displacement, and that is only the difference between this formula, that is dx by dt. Now suppose a question comes, your x will be given in an algebraic expression, so we have to do the differentiation of this algebraic expression. As for example, if I give an example like your displacement will be given in, suppose x equals to as for example 5t square plus 60. Okay, 5t square plus 60 plus, suppose it is given as a 7. We need to find out what will be its instantaneous speed and instantaneous velocity. So because the formula is same, we'll be using the same part. So what we need to do, you see, this part is called as a differentiation. And for doing the differentiation, you need to know some certain rules. Okay, this x will be the expression on which you will be doing the differentiation, and this lower part dt, it represents that on which you can do the differentiation. Like as you can see here, this x will be this whole expression. I'll be putting this x as this value, and you can see there is t square t, and as a variable there is t square t, and the other one it will be t to the power 0. So this can be only be differentiated when this equation can only be differentiated if it is written as dt. If suppose it is written as suppose dx by suppose dy, if it is written dx by dy, you can see the lower variable is your y, and if the lower value variable is y, then you cannot differentiate this equation because the variable here it is difference. Okay, so we need to see what is the variable written below. Always remember that. Now, how to do the differentiation now? Suppose if it is given as dy by dx, and suppose your y value is x to the power n. Okay, these are some rules. Always remember these rules. Okay, ddx of x to the power n, n represents your power. So when you break this differentiation, this it is given by nx n minus of 1. This is very important for you. Okay, this will be required for also in class 12. So these differentiation rules are required. So these are some rules related with it. So ddx of x to the power n, nx n minus of 1. So this is the formula after breaking it. So for example, if it is given as ddx of, this is rule number 1, write as rule number 1, ddx of, suppose if it is given x to the power 5, what will be the answer? You can see here n value is 5, so you write the 5 first, then you write x, as you can see the formula, then your above power will be reduced by 1. It will be 5 minus 1, so it will be 5x to the power 4. Okay, so this is how we need to do. Same way, suppose if I get ddx of, suppose a trigonometric value, that is cos x, what will be the answer? ddx of cos x is answer is minus of sin x. Same way, if I do differentiation of sin x, you will be getting the answer as cos x. Okay, so these are the 3 part that is required in physics. In maths, more formulas will be there. Then one more is there. If you do a differentiation of a constant, your answer will always be a 0. Now let us use this in this expression. So it is dx by dt, it will be equals to d by dt, x will be this whole part, this 5t square plus 60 plus 7. Okay, so equal to, this dt will be multiplied with all the expression, 5t square ddt of 60 plus d dt of 7. I've done it. Then after this, remember that you cannot differentiation over a constant. This 5 is a constant. First of all, you put this 5 outside. 5 d dt of t square plus 6 d dt of t plus 7 d dt of nothing is there, that means there is 1, that means t to the power 0 equals to 5 will be there, this 2 will be coming forward according to the formula because n is 2, so it will be t to the power 2 minus 1 plus 6 into 1 into t to the power 1 minus 1 plus 7 into 0, so this whole part will be 0. What will you get the answer? The answer that we'll be getting here, this 5 into 2, it will be 10, so it will be 10t plus it will be 6 into 1 is 6, t into 1 minus 1 it will be 0, so 6, 1 is, t to the power 0 will be equals to 1, so it will be remaining as 6. The rest part will be 0, so the answer is this. This will be the instantaneous speed if you get a displacement expression as this one. Clear? We'll be doing a numerical statement, numerical we'll be doing in the next class. So remember, these rules are required and these are very necessary for the physics, for class 11 and also for class 12. There is one more part called as the integration. We'll be doing that also in a when we get that topic. Clear? So this much for today. We'll be discussing some more topics in the next class. Thank you.